Good evening, everyone. My name is Drew Logsden, and I have a little bit of information to share with you. Now, I want to start off asking you a question. Do any of you have your own computer? You probably do. Are you planning on upgrading or getting a new computer someday? You probably are. Now, you may realize it, or you might not, but there's a major choice you have whenever you're getting a new computer. You can either buy a pre-built computer from companies such as Dell or HP, or you can custom build your own computer. Now, I've done a lot of research on this topic, and there are many websites you can go to online to get a lot of detailed information and ask questions to other people about about building your own computer. And I personally have been researching this for several years, and I've built my own computer as well as several other computers for my friends and some other people. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the benefits and drawbacks of building your own computer to help you make this decision for whenever you're ready to upgrade. Now, I'm going to start by talking about the benefits. One of the major benefits of building your own computer is a high level of customization. Now, you can get exactly the computer you want if you build it yourself. Whereas if you get a computer from a company like Dell or Gateway or something, you can usually can only choose from a few different computers, and if they give you the option to customize, you can usually only choose a few choices for a few components of the computer, instead of you can choose from hundreds of components for every single component in your computer if you custom build, which basically gives you the exact computer that you want, which sometimes you might not get if you're buying a pre-built computer. Another major benefit of building your own computer is higher quality. Major manufacturers like Dell and HP and them, usually their main focus is to make a lot of computers, make them as cheap as they can to beat out the competition, and in doing that they use a lot of lower quality, like generic or stripped down parts that just aren't as good quality as the components that you can buy if you're custom building your computer. Because if you build your own computer, you have the benefit of being able to choose from high-end name brand components that they're just gonna last you a lot longer than buying a pre-built computer. Now, relating to this is the upgradability of building your own computer, because in choosing these higher-end name brand parts, you're going to be able to upgrade your computer a lot easier than if you were to buy a computer from a major manufacturer. Now, those companies' computers, I mentioned before that they use lower quality components. They also use stripped down proprietary components designed specifically for their computer models. And in doing that, they don't allow you a lot of upgradability. You usually can only upgrade a few things with a pre-built computer rather than anything on a custom computer, which further extends the life of your computer and also provides a bit of a cost effectiveness. Which is my next point, and one of the biggest issues people think about whenever they decide if they want to build a computer, and that is the price. Usually, whenever you custom build a computer, it will be at a lower price than an identical computer from a big computer company. However, sometimes you'll run into a situation where custom building your computer will either cost the same or a little bit more than a pre-built computer. But according to the website PCMech.com, the higher quality and upgradability of the custom built computer will offset the price in favor of the custom built computer, because it'll last a lot longer and it's easier to upgrade, rather than buying a whole new computer with a pre-built computer, which is what you usually have to do. So those are a few of the major benefits of building a computer rather than buying a pre-built computer. However, of course, there are many others. Now I'm going to talk to you about a few of the drawbacks to building your own computer. One of the biggest issues people have with this is the amount of time that it takes, because you have to research all the components, Then you actually have to order them all, get them shipped to you, then put them together, and then you have to install all the software and configure your computer to run optimally. Now, a lot of people just don't have time for this, which is a major reason that people just decide not to custom build a computer. But if you have the time, this might not be as big of an issue for you. Now, another major drawback, which relates to the time that you need to invest, is the amount of technical knowledge that you have to know. Building your own computer does require you to learn a bit about all the components, what they do, and how to put them together and set it up properly. And once again, if you don't have the time for this, it's going to be a drawback to building your own computer, but it might not be as big of a concern if you're interested in learning this information or if you have the time. Now finally, probably one of the biggest drawbacks in people's minds is that if you custom build your own computer, it comes with a lack of support. Basically, you have to troubleshoot any problems that you have with your computer, whereas if you buy a computer from a big company, they can usually take care of all of those problems for you. And a lot of people just don't feel that they are capable of fixing their computer. However, you may have been familiar with a lot of these companies, their reputations on support isn't so great, and they usually take quite a bit of time to fix problems. And so a lot of people end up fixing their own computers, even with pre-built computers anyway. So once again, this may or may not be a big problem for you. So those are some of the major drawbacks to building your own computer. You've got the time you have to invest, the knowledge you have to amass before you can build the computer, and finally you have to support your own computer. And of course there's some other drawbacks, but these are the major ones. So basically those are all the major benefits and drawbacks that people usually think about whenever they're deciding whether or not to build a computer or buy a pre-built computer. Now, I'm not trying to persuade you to build your own computer, but hopefully this information can aid you in making this decision whenever you decide to get a new computer.